Hey, and welcome to the GROMcast. We are Grommet Games, and we're going to be talking about some fun things that have been happening around lately. We're going to start off talking about some new NX rumors. I don't know how new they are anymore. We actually found these a little while ago, but um, oh yeah, it says it's going to feature a custom Polaris-like GPU, which is pretty interesting. What do you guys? What are your thoughts on this one, boys?
How
The
beefy
NX
is the
sucks.
GPU?
The NX. Oh, they announced it too. Why I should have put that in there. They
Two
actually
times the
officially
power
confirmed
of
it.
the PS4 GPU. Two
Officially
times
announced.
the power.
JPU.
Uh, yeah, but they're also
Yeah, they
making a
actually,
PS 4.5, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So it don't
yeah.
matter.
So they actually announced the NX and said also that it won't be at E3.
Did
If
they
I
say that? I don't
remember,
remember. I haven't actually seen the news. I've just
It's
been
they
gonna
hearing
be.
about
said
it.
they said the primary focus of E3 is going to be Zelda, and I think they said
Yeah.
also that there just won't be NX at E3.
Well, if
But
it's releasing for the NX, then there should be something about it.
if it's not
I'm
at
looking up.
If
E3,
it's releasing in March, they should talk about it too. I mean, there's not going to be another E3 until then.
but Tom, if it's not gonna be at E3, then is it gonna be at E4?
I'm assuming, yeah. The
Someone who
Electronics
is report
Entertainment Expo Extreme.
Mm.
someone who's reporting on it. He's a Tokyo tech reporter at the Wall Street Journal named Takashi Mochizuki.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
I know of him.
reported from the whatever uh whatever like meeting Nintendo had yesterday, saying no
Shareholder meeting.
NX at E3 will focus on new Zelda.
Just
So
that's all they're going to talk about at E3 is Zelda.
I
See,
I guess so.
saying focusing on something and saying we're only going to show this is completely different.
No,
I
but
mean,
they actually said no NX at E3.
And what are they doing?
They're probably focusing on Zelda and other games. The main focus
Zelda's
is going
coming
to be
out for the
Zelda.
NX though. They said it.
no,
It's
it's
also
not.
coming out for the Wii U, so they
Is
don't
it?
have to show the NX. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dual releasing NX and Wii U.
Well, that makes me wonder: is it going to be simultaneous release or is it going to come out for NX down
Yes,
the road?
it's going to be a simultaneous
Did they
release.
say that?
Yeah, the Wii U version is being pushed back to the MX release.
Did they say that?
I'm pretty whatever it'll be on. The Wii version, obviously the MX iteration aren't coming until 2017, so I'm assuming they're be coming out at the exact same time.
All right, there's nothing to say either way. I guess right now it's just speculation.
It sucks because it's a Nintendo console.
Another
PS4
thing
forever.
that the source that we have says Final Fantasy 15 on NX, which he says he only has one source for, but I thought that was an interesting concept. Which I don't know, but it depends. I'd buy the version. I would buy the version of the game that has the highest performance. Honestly, like
The
that's what it just comes down
PC
to.
version.
Yeah, if there was a PC version, I would definitely buy that one. I played the demo. I actually played the Platinum demo. I downloaded it the other day and played it. I don't know how long it's been out for and how long I've been missing it for, but I just was happened to be on the PlayStation Store for some reason. I was just messing around and I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna actually try this now. And I don't know, it was a neat demo. It actually it just showcased like a lot of the things like the different like the day night cycles and everything and the weather cycle and like a little bit of the combat and well, I was one thing I was worried about. You know, they have that car that you drive around in. I was
You
worried that
mean
that was
bro?
just going to be
Yeah,
on rails,
the
but they
bro
actually
trip.
they showcase like you can actually like they have car controls, and I was like, okay, that at least settles my mind
Yeah,
on that.
but is it sponsored by whatever, like Volvo or whatever?
No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty
I
sure. I
don't.
thought it was. I thought it was sponsored by a car company, and like the
If
car is
it's
gonna be
sponsored
like an
by one,
actual
it's probably
car.
like Mercedes or Cadillac or something, because that's what
It's
the car looks
Ford,
like.
and they're going to be driving a pickup truck,
An F-150 built for tough.
and then halfway down the road it breaks down.
No, but I was
I
playing
wa-
the demo, and the performance was just not that great. It was pretty bad. And yeah, I don't know. The graphics were pretty good though. It looked a little. It looked kind of like I don't know how to say it. I'm not.
Well,
It
Tom,
looked.
I like
blurry,
my
I guess.
anime games built for tough.
Me too. American hard work on Japanese animes. That's
I
my.
want the American work ethic on my animes.
They also said that Luigi's Mansion 3 is in development for the NX. Which,
Loogie?
did you guys play any of those games?
No.
No? Okay, well, I
I
played.
played
games?
I played that one. What was it? That one like party game on the Wii
Oh,
U.
yeah, in the Nintendo Land. The
Yeah,
one
there
that
was a.
everyone got mad at me because it was too easy.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I
I
tried to
played-
play that, and he's like, "It's not fair," and then I was like, "Fine, switch roles with me. It's not fair." So okay, all right.
So what you're telling me is Nate did what you guys do to me, and whenever I try and play Injustice with you.
No, we don't say it's not fair. We just don't like playing with you.
You say it's
totally
not fair.
It's just not fun.
Oh, I mean, I
But,
don't know about
I
that.
played the first Luigi's Mansion a really long time ago.
Was
like-
that an N64?
No, it was GameCube.
That was GameCube.
And then I have Dark Moon for 3DS, but I just never finished it. And it's all right. It's pretty good. I'd be interested to see what the next one looks like. And I don't. I'm not gonna go out and say I'm gonna buy it like right out. Like there's no contest. I'm just gonna buy it. Like a lot of games like the Zelda. I don't. Honestly, like whatever it turns out to be, I'm probably literally just gonna buy Zelda, which is stupid, but it's just how it is.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to run out and buy an NX and play Zelda.
I'm probably gonna buy an NX on launch.
I'll buy it
if I have the-
eventually.
If
I
I
got-
have the money, I'm probably gonna buy it on launch.
I'm
I
gonna
feel
buy it.
burned by the Wii U. I kind of really do feel burned by the Wii U.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think I'm going to buy another console at launch. Maybe another handheld because the 3DS turned around so well. But
The 3DS doesn't have that much right now either. Like it
The
has,
game-
it
No.
had currently it's not like churning out great stuff or anything.
it's also like 1 or 2 years older than the Wii U. It turned out better than the Wii U did during its
Oh yeah,
lifetime.
for sure. But it's kind of hitting a slump as well. I don't think.
Yeah,
it's,
it
I don't
is.
think it's not hurting as bad because it wasn't. It doesn't have the consistent like not that great Wii U track record.
Mhm.
I mean, they have a pretty decent user base with it too. The Wii U,
Yeah.
the problem is that not enough people bought it. A lot of people buy a 3DS, but they just lie dormant
Hell,
and
I
don't buy
bought
games.
3 3DSs, so
I bought
What?
2.
Yeah, exactly. A
Gave
lot
one
of
to me.
Yeah,
I
I
still
gave
haven't
one to
played
Christian.
anything on it.
3DS is
Well-
a higher user base, so that like when a game comes along that actually is like big, they get a lot of money off of it because there's a lot of people who can buy it. But I
My
feel like
first
there's a lot of
3DS
people who just
broke,
don't
though,
buy
so-
stuff with the 3DS. Like I don't buy most games for the 3DS. I only buy like Pokemon or like the handheld Zeldas and a few other games.
well,
I have
yeah,
at
I
least
think that's a lot of
I
people.
have like at
are
least
that.
14 games on my DS.
Oh my god, I have so many. It's ridiculous. I've hardly played most of them too. I just like I want a new 3DS game and then I buy one and I play it for like 4 or 5 hours and I'm like, just find another one.
My problem is I have a couple that I play for like insane amounts of time. Like I have 2 Monster Hunters. I have 200 hours in each of them.
Yeah, see,
That's not an insane amount of time. I don't know what you're talking about. 200 hours is nothing.
I have 200 hours in Animal Crossing.
I don't.
Everyone does.
If
It's not that hard to
While
do.
while
I
we're
have an
on the
entire
topic of
childhood on Animal
Nintendo,
Crossing. Are you kidding me?
have you guys seen those tweets? I don't know the validity of like or where the source of this information is coming from because I haven't really looked into it too much. But people are saying like PlayStation, like their PlayStation Network itself has received more revenue than the entirety of Nintendo for this fiscal
Makes
year.
sense. It makes
For
sense.
the year.
Yeah,
I believe it.
Yep. I mean, PlayStation is the big contender right now. They have the most market share and they're the popular one. So I would assume.
no PlayStation
There-
Network though, like just people paying for their internet service.
Yeah. If they
Oh yeah,
they
I definitely believe that. Then people paying for the internet service.
yeah,
like
it's 60.
$5.
I'll check the sources on that.
I mean, I have PlayStation Network, and I don't even use it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's stupid. I hope NX doesn't integrate paid online
Nintendo Station Network.
because then I'll have to cancel my PlayStation Network or whatever it is.
Why?
Because I'm not. You think I'm gonna use that
All
over
right.
Nintendo?
This financial year, PlayStation made
$2.
538 million euros. Nintendo made 207 million.
That was in the
Well,
same-
thank
I
you
don't
for
remember
putting it
seeing-
in the terms that none of our audience will understand. The euro.
Well, I mean, it's better than using what they used, which was yen.
Oh no, I can understand yen. I don't know Tom can, and all our audience. All our audience are Japanese men, right?
Yeah, that's
Or at least
basically
that's
it.
what I'm seeing.
I mean, it's interesting. I'm not gonna buy an NX. I never bought a Wii U. There's no reason to.
You after that one E3 where they like showed a bunch of Weeaboo games. You're like, I want to buy the Wii U.
Correction, Nintendo made 504 million yen.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
Check-
thought it was someone around 500.
Check
And,
yourself.
PSN made 529 million.
Check
You're like,
yourself.
I want to buy it because of Smash, a game I already have, and I was like,
No.
I
The game that got me to want to buy it was Twilight Princess HD.
that wasn't E3 though. I don't think they showed that in E3.
Yeah, I didn't tell you at E3 that I wanted. I said
Yeah, you
once I
did.
saw that they
After
were
E3,
releasing-
you said I want to buy a Wii U.
Check the logs. Not possible.
It was,
I remember you saying something around E3 of wanting to buy one for Smash.
Oh,
You're wrong.
get wrecked,
Just because Mike says
boys.
something doesn't mean it's true.
Just
Check the
because
log.
I
I like how
literally
we're
told
having this
more than one
argument on
person
the
that I
cast.
wanted to buy a Wii U doesn't mean I wanted to buy a Wii U.
Anyways, I didn't want to. I only wanted to buy it after I saw that they were gonna release Twilight Princess HD, and Super Mario Maker and a few other ones. But then I decided it still wasn't worth it, and then I never bought one. And I'm never going to buy one. There's no use now. It's a dying system.
Your mom's a
I guess I don't feel completely burned by the Wii U.
No, it was all right. It's just
it was
I
a
feel
decent system.
they
I
they
felt
tapered
burned
off
by it
of
and I
it too
didn't own
soon.
it.
Is what
Yeah.
really burns me. They tapered off of it too soon.
I feel burned by it and I don't even own it.
I'm
Really,
sorry.
we got spoiled by the last console generation. Console
No,
generations
I
only
would not say we
lasted
got
5 years.
spoiled. I'm not saying
Spoiled?
I wouldn't say we got spoiled. I'm saying I
I
would
mean, I
say
can say we got comparatively more. I wouldn't say maybe
Well,
spoiled.
we got spoiled by like an 8-year console generation. That's 3 years longer. That's like 2 or 3 years longer than any other generation.
Mike-
it's not even that.
Mike-
It's the amount of games that the Wii U got just like wasn't enough. Like if it lasted the same amount of time it did, but we got like a Zelda, a Metroid, all these like a really
Zelda's
good
the-
Star Fox, like all this
The
great
Zelda's
stuff.
thing I feel most burned about.
Yeah,
Like I like that I like the remake of Wind Waker. I like the remastered Twilight Princess, but I'd like an original Zelda much more.
for sure. And I mean, we're still getting one, but it's coming. If
I
it's
don't-
coming to the
I don't-
NX2, then it doesn't really count. So the Wii U
I don't
really
count it
doesn't
as-
have its own Zelda game. And is
I
it the
count
first
Twilight
console to
Princess.
not have its own Zelda game?
And I think that's kind of sad.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is the first console to not have its own Zelda game.
because
It
NES
doesn't
had Zelda
deserve
1
one.
and 2.
Yeah, and then
SNES had Link to the Past. 64 had Majora's and Ocarina. GameCube had Wind Waker. We
And
had
Twilight Princess.
and
Twilight
Skyward Sword.
Princess.
Twilight
We
Princess and
used-
Skyward Sword.
Twilight Princess was
If-
on both consoles. So if you're not counting Zelda on being on the NX and the Wii U as like just for that specific platform, you can't count Twilight Princess.
Well, we're counting Skyward Sword
We're
anyway, so
not
it doesn't matter.
counting it as
Yeah, I know.
We're counting this game, so we're not counting.
And all the
Twilight Princess.
handhelds had one. I'm pretty sure. The Game Boys had Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Game Boy Advance
Those were
had
right.
Minish Cap. DS had the Phantom Hourglass and the other one, Spirit Tracks,
DS,
and 3DS had
yeah.
the A Link
Between
Between
Worlds.
Worlds. Yeah.
Or what about the DSi?
You
Okay,
could,
we're not
well,
counting.
Tom, you could go even deeper and say that Oracle of Ages and Seasons, those are on Game Boy Color, and Link's Awakening was on.
Yeah.
Was Awakening on normal, or is that on color also?
I honestly don't know.
Was there any Zelda on the original Game Boy without color?
I don't know. It's all up to Link's Awakening.
I'm curious. It's not really relevant, but I'm just kind of curious. So,
Who cares? Zelda sucks.
It just says Game Boy. Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, I
So
just
there you
googled
go.
it, but I think that's what we're all doing. So,
So now the
I'm
new
not-
3DS needs its own exclusive Zelda.
No, the new 3DS isn't really its own console. It's just a
Well, neither was
upgrade.
really the Game Boy Color.
And neither was the DSi.
No. So we need to make one for the DSi too.
Mhm.
And all the XL models need their own exclusive ones.
Oh,
Oh, and the 2DS. Can't
yeah,
forget that one.
2DS needs one too.
Tom, the Game Boy Color version I was thinking was the DX edition.
Yeah.
It got released later. Okay.
Yeah, I'd assume there was a color version, but I didn't know if there was just a regular one.
so
So,
that would
interesting.
mean that the Wii U is not
Is the-
first console to not have its own.
No,
No, it is.
no,
Well,
it-
I mean,
it-
if you're
it
not
is.
counting
It's
like the
first.
news and the colors and the and the DSIs and stuff like that.
The first mainline console to not have a Zelda is the Wii U.
To its own.
Yep.
I mean, if we're counting Wii U as its own
Have you
system.
forgot the Nintendo Zone Wii? The like yarn type thing that they have.
What?
Yeah, the Zelda Quest thing inside the the thing we were talking about earlier with like that has the Luigi Mansion
Oh,
mini game.
Nintendo Land.
Yeah, are
I'm
you
assuming
talking?
we're not counting that. Because that
I'm
means we
counting.
got a fresh, brand new F-Zero game. We got a fresh, brand new Metroid game. We got new. Wii U has its own Animal Crossing game, guys. I can't
Mhm.
believe all these great.
Shit's on.
I mean, these are all launch titles too. I can't believe they did
Yeah,
that. It's
it
pretty
was such a-
good.
How did it do so bad with those good launch titles?
I wish
mean, they were
did
such
make a.
perfect games too.
I don't know. Are they? Is Nintendo going to be making like a? Oh, and look at that! My pre-order for Culture Vulture is now available. Sorry, guys, I have to leave to go listen to Snarky Puppy.
But
So what
guess
were you
what?
saying, Tom?
Are they
What were you in
making?
the middle of saying?
I read somewhere, but I didn't see any source for this. But I read somewhere that they're making mobile versions of Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing.
I wouldn't
Like,
doubt
mobile
it.
I
as in
saw that.
phone?
I saw that also.
I don't remember where I saw it or what the source would be or anything.
Like, are we talking about like mobile?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
phones, telephono. Look at that, Apple.
Finally, I would be able
Pay
to
me,
play
Apple.
a Fire Emblem game.
You can just
Poly-
emulate one on
Polygon.
your current device right now.
Polygon reported on it.
Okay. I
You
wouldn't
have
mind an
a
Animal Crossing
DS
one. I don't know how I
version.
feel about Fire Emblem,
Oh.
but Animal Crossing for sure would be fine on my phone.
So Nintendo released a pair of mobile apps based on Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing franchises. The company confirmed today. Both are targeted for release sometime this fall.
Based
So they're-
upon the franchises, that doesn't mean anything.
yeah, we could
means
get
that-
we could get another what's the
You
Animal
could
Crossing
get-
that came out on the Wii U?
Yeah,
little-
like
the board game.
Happy Home.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
Happy Home Designer.
Well,
Yeah.
Happy Home Designer on phone would be better than
No,
a lot of stuff that they could do with it.
no. It's that.
I think if
making
they
you-
released Happy Home Designer on by itself on the phones, it would have been less of an insult as it was on just the 3DS as a $40 title.
Christian, you own a 3DS first of all, so you can buy New Leaf. So
I can. I'm just too lazy.
I like how the problem isn't that you don't have money; you're just too lazy.
But do you know one thing
Well,
you
I
did
also
buy,
don't
Christian?
have-
You know what you did buy, Christian? You bought Planetary Annihilation.
Yeah, he did.
Nice segue.
I
It's a
bought
piece
that.
of shit.
I didn't play it
Next
for very long.
question.
I bought it too. I wanted to crash a planet into another planet, and I didn't get to do it. I'm disappointed.
But
I
yeah,
played for
nice
20 minutes. I
segue.
didn't really
Here's
expect
the
to do it.
summary. The game sucks. It's not worth the money. Let's move on.
All right,
All right.
let's move on to the Red Dead 2 map leak, which I haven't looked at yet.
It's if I remember correctly, I looked at the map leak. It was
It's not very big.
It's in like the top right
I mean, the
quadrant
picture
of
itself
the
is.
old Red Dead map, if I remember correctly. Like there's
Oh,
parts of the old Red Dead map in the new one, so
I
it
don't know
takes
anything
place
about Red Dead.
really near you. You've never. Oh yeah, you didn't have a PS3. You've never
Nope.
played it. It was a really good game.
at your house
Red-
2 times.
I love Red Dead.
All you really need to know about it, spoiler alert for everybody who's watching, John Marston, the main character, dies, and everyone gets pissed because you have to play as his really annoying son after you beat the game.
Why is the
and
sun really
everyone gets
annoying?
pissed. He just
Why
is.
did we need to know that?
It's really important, okay?
Because everyone got pissed, and I'm still salty about it. Because the voice actor for the Sun is like 10 times worse. He's just an annoying character, and you got to like actually like John Marston towards the end of the game, and you made him like the character he is, and then it's just like, nope, he's dead.
That's good. I like when that happens to me.
It's a great game. You should play it though. It's a really fun game. I don't know why they haven't made it.
If I had it on my computer.
There's
but-
been a bunch of rumors surrounding Red Dead 2 saying that they might release a PC version of 1 in like expectation of it, / that they
I've
might
seen
do...
rumors for a PlayStation, a PC version of Red Dead for like years and years and years.
Yeah, but they also said that they might be planning on doing HD remasters of Red Dead.
Well,
For-
if they do, I might get it.
Newer
So they're
gen
gonna GTA 5 it.
I guess not really though.
Nah,
I
not
mean, they're
really.
just putting in an HD version of it. Well, it's already in HD, but they're putting a remastered version of it on PS4 maybe. There's just been a bunch of things, and I mean that seems plausible.
Yay,
They're trying to-
another remake for the PlayStation 4.
What do you mean another? Oh, Final Fantasy.
No, I mean there's like half of the fucking library for PlayStation is remakes.
What are you talking about? That's the Wii U libraries. Half of them is
Yeah, well,
remakes.
after now. I mean,
Sorry,
well,
not
no,
more
just
than
Zelda.
half.
Just Zelda. I don't
know.
think there's any other remakes.
Well, I guess it's not remakes. It's remasters.
Yeah,
Like,
this
what-
is yeah.
Or re-releases.
we get
like,
what
all
you're
they
saying.
All they ever do is release old games on Nintendo consoles. They're like, hey guys, look, we're releasing Mario 64 on the Wii U. And everyone's like, oh my god! But it's nothing new, it's the same game. It's crazy. Nintendo can
Speaking of PlayStation, they announced, this is old news now, but they actually confirmed the Neo is their code name for it. And
Is it the one?
what?
It is the one.
It is
Is
the
it,
one.
gonna, is it
okay.
gonna break out of the Matrix?
I didn't think I would have got
But
that,
I
but
think
I
the
just
irony
opened
is
the
that it
link
is a
and I saw a
machine.
picture of Neo, and I was like, all right.
But Ryan,
I understand now.
Mhm.
Ryan, the irony is that it is a machine.
Exactly.
No, it's
It
not a
itself-
machine. It's a real person.
They should call it
Shit.
the PlayStation Matrix. And then get sued by the people who make the Matrix.
But
Well, they don't-
supposedly, they're upgrading the CPU from 1.6 gigahertz to 2.1. The GPU is going 36 CUs at 911 megahertz as opposed to 18 CUs at 800 megahertz, and 218 gigabyte per second memory instead of 176 gigabyte per second memory. But what they have said is that anything, if you're going to develop for the Neo, it has to be compatible with the PlayStation 4 as well. So they're not really trying to alienate audiences. You're not going to get exclusive titles for the Neo. Everything that you can get on the PlayStation 4 is going to be on the Neo and vice versa.
Yeah, but it'll run a lot better on the Neo. I'm
Well, yeah,
assuming.
that's the point of it. But at least
But
they're
you can't make it so it like just can't run on PlayStation original.
What do you
You
mean?
probably need to
can.
make it. You probably need to make it so it at least runs.
It's
Oh yeah, it's gonna have to
possible.
I
run,
guess-
but it'll run like
I
Bloodborne
guess
and
I
every
don't-
other game on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say run as good as Bloodborne, but I didn't really want to use the word good.
I think I've seen like they have like dates set where you're like, if you're making a game for it, it has to be compatible with the 2 by this certain date, and I don't know. I think it was pretty much confirmed based on their wording to be around like a September release or something. I don't know about the validity of that.
But the question I have to give to you, Tom, is are you going to buy it?
No, I bought a
I
PS4 last year.
I might. I don't. I
Why?
probably
You don't
won't.
even use your PS4. What do you won't even buy Bloodborne? Like the one game that's worth it.
I've actually been debating on whether or not I want to buy the Ratchet and Clank remake because I played the old ones as kids. But as when I was a kid, you know, they were fun games, but I've heard some bad things about the remake, so that it's just kind of. Eh.
Isn't the remake specifically made to follow the story of the movie?
I don't know.
it's like a it's like a retelling of the original, but like sort of like the movie. Yeah, they basically tied it into the movie universe. Yes, Mike?
I'm wondering almost if if they'll release a patch or something to make games like Bloodborne run better.
I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I don't
you know.
remember the wording, but there's like, I think most games or something have to be.
They won't do it.
Patch to
Miyazaki's
work.
done.
I don't know. Though. I'm not sure.
The studio.
That's so much work and investment for something that probably won't make those developers that much money.
The
You
Studio
have to go
Ghibli
back
people.
and repatch it. You have to go back and repatch it to make
You
it.
just have to make
run
it
on-
compatible. I don't think you have to make it like actually.
Run better.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't know. I don't remember the thing that I was looking at.
Okay, Ryan, you're saying something about the Studio Ghibli people?
Yeah, they're not gonna spend the time to go remake Bloodborne, dude. You know Miyazaki, he's got films to make
Miyazaki joke.
because they're both named Miyazaki. Anyways, I mean, PS4, PlayStation Neo, they both suck. PC Master Race.
Basically.
I can drink to that, and I already did.
But
Except
you know,
for
you know what's
exclusives.
gonna be a disappointment?
Your
That
mom?
was an exclusive, but actually it's not. No Man's Sky. I wanted it
It's
to
not
be
going to be a disappointment for me,
multiplayer.
probably.
It
Oh,
depends on how
no.
much I actually research about it,
Multiplayer.
because if I don't look at any advertisements for it,
It's gonna get boring as shit, just infinitely going from planet to planet without interacting with anybody.
I don't
That's
know,
what I'm
not
saying.
necessarily.
welcome to every space game ever.
Yeah.
That is my thought about it, is that it probably will get boring with no interaction with anybody.
Yeah,
But-
I feel like that would get annoying eventually, kind of like Spore.
Yeah, it's
Well,
just
looking
like
at,
I mean, you can't make penises in No Man's Sky, I'm assuming.
Looking at
You don't
some
know
of the planets in it though, it got me thinking of like almost like a level system where some planets you're gonna need a ice suit, or not
Yeah.
ice suit, but a suit to survive on a colder planet.
it's
And some
literally
planets you're gonna need.
it's
just like,
literally
what if
3D
that's good?
Starbound.
What if
Wait,
that's
it-
not good? Yeah, pretty much.
It's 3D Starbound, but without multiplayer.
Yeah.
And it's
The multiplayer is a killer, like. Cause
And I'm still
have
gonna
you-
end up buying. I'm probably gonna still end up buying it just because
I'm probably going to
it
buy
will
it.
probably take me a long time to get bored.
I mean, I
Okay.
might buy it, but
I might.
It
hold
seems
off
like a
for
good
while.
game just to, like, just mess around in. Like, when you don't really feel like playing anything, you just kind of want to, like, cruise around and do nothing, you know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
mean maybe, but
I
I don't
never
know.
had that type of mindset though. I want to be doing something if I'm playing a game. If I want to do nothing, I'll put on like YouTube or Netflix or something.
What if you want to do both? Do
mean,
double
I feel-
nothing.
I feel
I
like
mean
it's
that's what I usually do, so
That's
that's why
my
I
life,
think this
yeah.
game is definitely for me.
I feel like they tried to do multiplayer and just couldn't get it done in time or something, and we're
I
just
don't
like,
know, maybe.
screw
I'm
it.
hoping
They were
I'm hoping they do
the way they
something
say it though,
they
like
release multiplayer later.
go ahead, Mike. What were you saying? I missed.
I'm hoping they do something where they release multiplayer later,
Oh no.
because they did say like at the initial launch they did something like you won't ever know what you look like until you're like someone finds you and tells you how you look like. That's clearly multiplayer there.
Yeah, like I said, it seems like they tried and then they just couldn't get the feature in, so they just said, "Oh, it's like Dark Souls. They're ghosts. Oh ho ho, guys, it's so fun. You can see ghost friends and can't interact with them."
I think it
Well-
would be cool if maybe they try, like, even if they include some facet of multiplayer, kind of like a trading system almost.
Well,
Like,
there's-
if they're gonna do some facet of multiplayer, either ghosts or be able to
There's-
sell shit.
There's NPCs you can trade with, I guess, but
really.
like,
Well,
like
thinking of the fact that they compared to Dark Souls, I wonder if they'll implement a like invade your friends.
I don't think they did compare it to Dark Souls. I
world.
think Ryan just did that right now.
No, they did do that because
Oh,
I
did
brought
they?
that up a couple weeks ago. I think they
Well,
compared it to the messaging and ghost system in Dark Souls.
I think the article or whatever that I read did, but I don't know if they did distinctively. But it's very similar. I mean, they use ghosts, like they have in Dark Souls. Just like, oh, you could see the ghost of your friend flying around, or just anybody flying around. But I mean, that's not player interaction. That's just, oh look, someone is where I am in the universe. Cool.
And I think they compared it to the messaging in Dark Souls by you'll find planets named by people, and they can give like I don't know why they ever would, but they can name them like clues and stuff.
I
I
mean,
don't know why you ever name a planet like that, but whatever.
I feel like it's gonna hit exactly what Elite Dangerous did, except like Elite Dangerous has multiplayer, but without friends. Try playing Elite Dangerous, you just get bored as shit. Cause I mean, I used to play it, and I would just fly around, deliver some stuff, go between space worlds. I know they have like planets now, but
Well, we
space
tried to play together, remember? And we just ended up doing different stuff the whole time.
It's because when you're in hyperspace, you can't even see each other, and it's kind of pointless until they add multiple person ships. You're not even gonna ever interact with your
And
friends.
here's what's again with the multiple person ships. You want me to just sit there and just like stare at your screen and do nothing?
No, I want to have fun playing in a ship together, fighting people. You guys just hate the multi-ship.
I mean, if they put the option there, I won't complain, but it shouldn't be mandatory.
The only reason why I'd like the multiple ships is so that you can travel through hyperspace together and not get lost. But I'd want to do like travel through hyperspace. Then once you're at your destination, you get off. You fly out of there. Then you're in your own individual ships messing around together.
I'm gonna name this episode Tom Yawns.
You guys just hate good ideas. Multiple person ships are the way of the future.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be like
sit
stuck
there.
in like an engine room or stuck in like a gun or something.
What do you do normally in a fucking space game?
You fly, dude. You control.
Why?
There's no.
It's not any
there's
fun
nothing
when you
to-
don't have any control and you're just sitting there.
It is fun.
I said I wouldn't complain if they added it, but it
Well,
shouldn't
no, I'm
be
not gonna
mandatory.
complain, but I'll complain to Ryan because it'd be like, let's do this.
It's mandatory.
We want you
It's
to just sit
mandatory,
there.
Ryan. It's mandatory, Ryan.
People are rude. I just want to live out my Star Trek fantasy, and you guys can't do that.
Live out your Star
Star
Trek
Trek is
fantasy by
boring,
watching
though.
Star Trek.
The show might be good, but in like reality and doing that job, it's kind of boring.
It's fun in a battle situation.
Like your mom.
It's not though.
It is. You guys are rude, and the audience will tell you that.
Your mom's rude.
You're probably the type to say set
Yeah, all
phasers
five
fun,
of them.
aren't you, Ryan.
What?
Set phasers to fun.
Data. What's on my face? Dude, you guys just hate good ideas, and that's all I have to say
I
about
said
that.
I wouldn't complain, you prick.
Christian, me and you are gonna fly our ship and destroy Tom and Mike. Okay?
I would probably still fly my own ship unless there were like little fighters attached to yours.
Why
That's
is
rude.
this source for NVIDIA's GeForce 1080? So read it out.
because I found that like a week or two ago, and it's most likely fake. And
Okay.
I don't know. It's
They
not
have a
like
whole
specs or
list of
anything.
specs here. I feel weird if they just made that up. Or maybe the pictures are fake.
I'd make it up.
This looks like you could just make this.
yeah. That's why I put it in there and asked you guys, is this relevant? And no one responded, so I just didn't move it.
It's not relevant. Much like you, it's irrelevant. Whew.
Stop being a prick, Ryan.
Hoof. Hooty doof.
What do you do? But you know what? We need to
Speaking-
talk. No, Mike.
Go
get
on,
out of
Ryan.
here. We need to talk about this. Rambo got DLC.
No, we don't.
Rambo,
what?
the on-rails Rambo shooter, 2 years after its release, got DLC.
Well, what was the DLC?
I don't fully remember. I know
Oh
it
my
had
God.
it had to do with like the actual movies themselves, but like it's
Wow, those are
it's
some good
universe-
graphics I'm looking at.
Rambo the video game?
Yes,
Baker team?
Baker Team. It was universally panned as like a horrible
I
game.
just see mixed reviews,
Oh no, not even mixed.
which
Fuck
means
that.
there's at least one positive review.
He's a man, not a god. Yeah, one of the only things the NPCs say is he's a man, not a god. He's a man, not a god, over and over and over again. It's pretty good.
Hmm.
By that I mean it's
Is this a
horrible.
2012 video game?
I told you.
2000
It looks like 2009.
I know it was released in 2014 and it finally got DLC this year. People
Is it
thought
of
they were
the
gonna-
other episodes of Rambo?
I think it's like some Vietnam thing. But Mike, there's something you need to talk about.
And
Banis.
what's that, Ryan?
It is
Street Fighter.
It involves scapes and runes.
Oh,
RuneScape. RuneScape, after 15 years, got a graphical update.
I never played RuneScape.
They ditched the Java engine and replaced it with a new.
NXT
I
or
think
something.
it's the name.
They're calling it the NXT engine. I don't know if it's custom built for RuneScape. It looks nice though.
Your mom's custom
Yeah.
built for RuneScape.
It plays a lot nicer. It's a lot
So
smoother frame rate and everything.
all the 3 people who still play RuneScape will really enjoy it.
I've seen more than 3 people playing it. There's
4.
like 500 on my server.
Decent amount. But I mean, Mike, who are we kidding?
And,
No one plays
And that's a free to play server. I'm sure there's.
Does that
still a
mean
lot of other
Toontown will get a
players.
graphical update soon?
that got discontinued by Disney. I'm sorry, Christian.
What about Mini Planet? Is that going to
Mini
get a
Planet?
graphical update?
I don't know what Mini Planet is.
Mini Planet needs a graphical. Okay.
Will Neopets get a graphical?
Mini Planet was a Facebook game that was basically an MMO, which basically just involved like really, really crappy things. It was good. Tom, go, come on. Tell 'em about it.
You would.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure the experience was purely social.
Mhm.
You would walk
It's just
around
a
and
prank.
chat with people. Were there what were like? How did you make money? I forgot.
You sold things to people and you stole their money.
Yeah, well, Steve would steal all their money. Steve, our neighbor, he had a scam where he'd tell people to give him credits, and he was like, "If you give me these credits, I can turn it into twice as many credits." And then the people would give him the credits, and then he'd just leave and block the person. And then he got banned, and he made another Facebook and did it again and got banned.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
So there's going to be a fan made revival. Either there's going to be or there is a fan made revival of Toontown.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Mini
Mini
Planet. I was
Planet,
about
yeah.
to be pumped.
No, Toontown.
Well, you see, Christian, Mini Planet, the greatest of all ever games made. You know, you'd go in there and you would get like a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Well,
and
Ryan, you started with boyfriend. How many boyfriends did you have?
I had 0 boyfriends. I would always get girlfriends. You see, but I'm not trying to discriminate on our audience here. There could be females or gay men watching. I don't know. But you
What
see,
about
Tom.
bi-men? Okay, you didn't include them. You have to include everybody. Pan people.
I'm sorry.
Regular
sorry.
people.
So speaking
orange
of
people.
MMOs,
Anybody could be watching.
Speaking of a lot of people, Mike.
Speaking of MMOs, Blizzard announced today the World Warcraft expansion is out in September. And the only reason I say that is to segue myself into Overwatch.
All right.
Overwatch is a lot of fun.
Your
It's a
mom's
bad
a
game.
lot of fun.
Anyway, China made a police robot.
What even is
Stop segueing. Let Mike talk about Overwatch because I actually want to know shit about it.
Okay,
Uh,
so Overwatch, best way I can describe it is a mix between TF2 and basically League of Legends.
mhm.
It makes you feel like a superhero.
And one of the characters in Overwatch is a robot, much like China's police robot that they rolled out that looks like a Dalek.
So why did they do it?
It's made for basically to quell riots and stuff. It's
Oh my
going to-
god, it's a Dalek.
Yeah, I told you, dude. It's all it's missing is saying exterminate it while it's rolling around China. I don't know how
And
to exterminate
And the little
the plunger. Yeah, I know.
plunger and the soup.
Oh,
not.
that thing.
Beater.
Yeah,
Soup
Egg,
Nazi?
it's missing egg beater and plunger on the front.
the Anbot.
Yeah, and it's meant for like situations that they don't want to send humans into where humans could get harmed. Which I guess is better for everybody, so except that it's got like I forget what they called it, but it's got like a remote shock weapon that they didn't release like the specs of.
So it's R2D2.
Yeah. Well,
It's
so
got a little taser that just comes
people are
out.
thinking it's like a cattle prod or a taser or something, but I'm just assuming it's a disintegration beam.
Just hope you never find out.
Exterminate.
But one thing,
it's-
can they fly?
No.
That
Not
is
yet.
Not
they
as
also
good.
can't do stairs.
Well, see, the thing is, they
That's
got
it.
over the stairs by flying.
Or just like hovering, like the little bottom. wheel thrusters that R2D2 has?
Yeah.
Or
And I
what
mean,
if they should just make BB-8, like but bigger?
you know those Chinese people are crazy, right? You know. But you know
Just
all
make
of it.
BB-8.
Yeah, every single Chinese person who watches this, you're crazy. Stop
No,
watching.
no.
We hate you.
In general, you know those crazy Chinese people, they're always making some cool shit. But you know who actually is crazy, and this involves Asian places. The esports actually banned the YouPorn team.
What?
Yeah, Team YP got banned from every future esports competition and for like the big esports league, the ESL, I believe.
The ESL banned it. It was because
Yeah.
you cannot.
They didn't want to be
It's in their
affiliated.
term. No, it's in their terms and conditions. It's always been that they can't. You cannot promote anything that's pornographic under their terms and conditions.
Well, they went like every way to which like to not like support that porn, like to say they're porn like supporters.
But the
Like,
fact that it was still
They
in the
changed
name.
their name from Team YouPorn to Team YP. Their website had no links to YouPorn. They had no like actual logos or anything about it. They were just nothing, other than they got money from YouPorn.
And that's what it is. They're funded by it. So
But yeah, well, they got banned from every tournament because Asian people hate porn. Anyways,
Well, we're gonna wrap it up after that. I hope you
No.
think about your pornographic Asians. See you guys tomorrow, probably, since I'm changing the reschedule. Bye.